everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a dangerous team. The Packers are top 10 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Giants team looking to avoid a costly mistake. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season, obviously. 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
I still remember a scouting report that a former Giants GM had on Eli Manning coming out of Mississippi. He simply said he has it. And we always talk about the it factor, which means they're going to play large in big moments, in key situations, and Eli Manning has always had that.
Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. They'll run again with Vereen. What a spin. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Play action. Manning. And he's got his man, Donnell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning surveying the field. Going left side, and he's got Donnell. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll give the Packers a first down. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 21 that time. And the Packers are going to have a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. You think back at Alabama, he was there, Ingram was there, Richardson all at the same time. Boy, they've produced some backs, haven't they?
They do. They are run-heavy, and backs are attracted to that. They know they're going to carry the football often, and they'll get plenty of help from those big people up front.
6 yards to go here on second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down. No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Eddie Lacy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And there's a flag on the play. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Manning. He's got time. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Here's Kevin Huber now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
One quarter in the books. 6-0 is our score. EA Sports with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught by Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Finding time. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now Lacey, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, the one concern I had about Eddie Lacy coming out of Alabama was weight. And it became a concern for Green Bay in 2015.
Yeah, he was up over 260 pounds. Disappointing 2015. Looks a lot better, doesn't it?
A lot better, and when he's lean, oh boy, is he a heck of a runner.
Now Rodgers. He's got time in the pocket. Being chased out left. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And now off to the races, down the right side. He's at the 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 74 yards. Well, they were backed up deep in their own territory. Not anymore.
This works really well when you play a defense that's an attack type of defense that comes after you, wants the football. Sometimes you use their aggressiveness against them.
Here's Manning to throw. That is caught inside the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, the Giants will turn to Josh Brown for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Yet again, here's a Wildcat look.
Let's go! Flex round!
They stay on the ground on 1st down with Lacey. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there out of the running game. 30 yards. And a good little broken tackle run there for the former 2nd-round pick, Eddie Lacy.
He's a big back, and he runs with some power and definitely with some physicality. And enough of those types of runs, as they accumulate, they turn into bigger runs later because after a while, guys don't want to deal with him. And
an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They'll come out in the pistol. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 7. Lacey will try again. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll start out with a run by Vereen. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. Second down, 9 yards to go. Here's Vereen. They find some open field here. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the